Hello, dear friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mukesh English. This is Mukesh Soni. In this video, I'm going to talk about Mahatma Gandhi's famous speech at Kingsley Hall, London in 1931, a spiritual message. Theme of the speech. In the speech, Gandhiji says absolutely nothing about Indian independence, British operation, or the aims and the tactics of the movement. He says nothing at all about politics or any worldly affairs whatsoever. Instead, he lectures on the existence of God, an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything and which defies all proof. Gandhiji testifies to an unalterable law governing everything, an unalterable law which governs everything and every being that exists or lives. Though he also confesses that I have no argument to convince through reason, instead relies on analogies on things he dimly perceives, on the marvelous researches of Indian engineer and scientist Sir J.C. Bose, Sir J.C. Bose, and on the experiences of an unbroken line of prophets and sages in all countries and climes. It's not a speech likely to persuade anyone who is not already some sort of a believer, but it's of much interest to anyone interested in the history of Indian independence and in Gandhiji's life and message. Now, before we go through the speech, let's have a glance at the key points of the speech. Number one, indefinable mysterious power, Gandhiji's tour to Mysore, unalterable law governing everything, God's benevolent power, and immovable faith, the law of truth and love, and the last one is confession. Now let's analyze the speech one by one. The first topic, mysterious power. Speaking about indefinable mysterious power, Gandhiji says that he could feel that unseen power is perceived through its senses. It transcends the senses. He further mentions that the existence of God cannot be reasoned out. Even in our day to day, we know we are ruled by a power, but we don't know who rules or why and how. Gandhiji's tour to Mysore. Recalling his tour to Mysore, Mahatma Gandhi says that he had met many poor people, many poor villagers, and found that they had no idea who ruled Mysore. They simply said, some god ruled Mysore. Mahatma Gandhi gets surprised, having known that the knowledge of these people was so poor about the ruler, and he felt that need not be surprised, even if he had not realized the presence of God, the King of Kings, unalterable law that governs everything. Further, Gandhiji says that there is an orderliness in the universe, and there is an unalterable law which governs everything and every being that exists or lives. It is not a blind law, for no blind law can govern the conduct of living being. Gandhiji further acknowledges the researches of Sir J.C. Bose regarding the law which governs all life, that is God. He accepts that he knows a little about it or him, or he says that he knows a little about God or about this. God's benevolent power. Gandhiji further mentions that humble and mute acceptance of divine authority makes life's journey easier, even as the acceptance of earthly rule makes life under it easier. He dimly perceives that, whilst everything around him is ever changing, ever dying, there is underlying all that change a living power that is changeless, that holds all together, that creates, dissolves, and recreates. The power is benevolent because he can see that in the midst of death, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists. He is love. God is a supreme God. God is a supreme good. God must express himself in every smallest act of his votary. This can only be done through a definite realization, more real than the five senses can ever produce. In an immovable faith, the law of truth and love. Sense perceptions can be and often are false and deceptive, however real they may appear to us. Where there is a realization outside the senses, it is infallible. It is proved not by extraneous evidence, but in the transformed conduct and character of those who have felt the real presence of God within. Such testimony is to be found in the experiences of an unbroken line of prophets and sages in all countries and climes. To reject this evidence is to deny oneself. This realization is preceded by an immovable faith. He who tests the fact of God's presence can do so by a living faith, and since faith itself cannot be proved by any extraneous evidence, the safest course is to believe in the moral government of the world, and therefore in the supremacy of the moral law, the law of God, the law of the truth, and the law of the love. Exercise of faith will be the safest where there is a clear determination summarily to reject all that is contrary to truth and love, according to Gandhiji. Confession. At the end of the speech, Mahatma Gandhi confesses that he has no argument to convince through reason. Faith transcends reason. All that he can advise is not to attempt the impossible. Dear friends, thank you so much for watching this video. You can reach me at mukeshenglish@gmail.com. Please do subscribe the channel, click on the like button for more videos on literature, workbook, pronunciation, grammar, communication skills, presentation skills, interview skills. Stay in tune with Mukesh English. Thank you once again.